morning. Hey, welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto, you guys. We had technical difficulty. We don't know if it was the speaker or what, but we filmed this segment, the beginning and opening, and there is no volume whatsoever. So I apologize for that. So we're taking this over. So I just want to get right into it, you guys. Today is a regular keto day. Eat 2 meals, no snacks, take a walk. For those of you who are new, this is our Jump into July for Weight Loss Challenge, and we're all having great success on it. If you guys want to get a copy, please go in the link below down to our website. Click on that and you can get access to it there. You can also join our Facebook with Wendy Fans, Loving It on Keto with Wendy Fans Facebook group. It's free to join. We have it pinned to the top and we have lots of great people. Everybody's trying to make the protein sparing modified fast breads and rolls and bagels and all kinds of good things. So you guys, it's a great resource. We have a great group of people and there are no keto police. We have vegetarian keto people on there. We have ketovores. We have some carnivores. We all have a great time. We share and swap recipes and it works really well for everybody. Hey, you guys, we have been celebrating Harry's birthday. Yes, we have. We went out on Thursday with Felicia and Brad. We went to Chalice and David's house yesterday. Today, we are going with Mom to barbecues, and we'll share that as an insert later. But I do want to share what we had to eat yesterday, which was perfectly keto. And we are staying keto when we're doing these things. 10 ounces of chicken, 2 egg white bagels, 1 ounce, 1/3 less fat cream cheese. That says banana. I grabbed it and I apologize. Keto Chow ice cream. Collagen and 2 tablespoons Keto creamer. 5% carbs for a total of 9 grams. 25% fat for a total of 20 grams. 70% protein for a total of 125 grams. These are perfect macros right there, you guys. Oh my gosh. Under 10, under 30, and over my lean body mass weight of 120. Total calories were 736. Harry had 13 ounces chicken breast, 2 egg whites, bagels, 2 egg white bagels, pardon me, 1 ounce of 1/3 less fat cream cheese, smeared it all over that bagel, banana Keto Chow ice cream and collagen, 2 tablespoons Keto creamer. He also had 5% carbs for a total of 9 grams, 25% fat for a total of 22 grams. He had 70% protein for 145 grams and his total calories were 834. Now you guys, like I said, we've been going out and we have no control over the restaurant hidden ingredients and the bad salt they use. And I think this is a little residual from that because I am sticking to our protocol. I went up 1 8/10. Harry stayed the same. That should be a 6. He stayed the same. So we're both up a little bit, you guys, over the past 3 days, but we'll share everything with the board. And I'm sorry I'm sweating, but you guys, I have something in the oven and it is so hot. I'm standing next to the stove perspiring and I apologize for that. So let me get to the big board with Harry. It's Harry's turn. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to make Wonder Bread and I have got, I'm going to put 12 egg whites in, 1/4 cup of powdered allulose, which I have in here, right here. It calls for 1/2 teaspoon of red mineral salt, which is in here, 1/2 teaspoon cream of tartar, which is in here. And then I have to add the 12 egg whites. Let me preheat the oven to 325. You guys, I just got through making bagels and oh my gosh, they turned out wonderful.
Where are they?
They're in the refrigerator already.
They are good.
Look at my bagel, you guys.
That looks nice, huh?
Yep.
Tastes good too. Put a little cream cheese on there.
Oh, it was really good. You can put a little cream cheese. You can use everything but the bagel. These are really good, you guys. I'll make another recipe and share, but I just was playing around with my kitchen reading recipe books. That is from Keto Carnivorish Cries. Thank you so much for the recipe because it was absolutely delicious. Anyway, so I've got the powder in here. I'm gonna take all of the dry goods, kind of mix them around in here. Let me see, did I miss anything? No. And one thing I added to the Wonder Bread that is not on here is I added a teaspoon of nutritional yeast. I used nutritional yeast in those bagels and it adds more of a bready taste to it. So I am adding it to this. Yes, indeed. It says 12 eggs. Grams. And you guys, yes, I'm using pure egg whites. I know that she says to use, but you know what? I used egg whites earlier and they were fine. There's my ingredients.
Which is all the powder, right? And then you put the powder in there?
No, you beat the egg whites until they are super duper 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 done. And I'm back here in a hole. Sorry about that, you guys. I am back here in a hole. So, adding my egg whites, turn my bowl on, and let her rip. Excuse me. Half a teaspoon cream of tartar goes into your egg whites. Everything else I've left for the end. We'll come back when it's egg whites.
Yep.
You guys, it is so hot outside. We just got back from getting gas and going to the store to buy toilet paper and parchment paper. I can't stop perspiring. And I think it's been like 15 minutes we've been home or more. Now, it's stiff egg white peaks. Now I'm ready to put my mixture in. Want it to get incorporated. Turning it off. Okay. Now, take this, go backwards. Yay, I'm learning, you guys. Should have learned how to work this puppy before I started cooking with it before, but
it's not how we roll around here.
That's not how I roll. I just jump right in. Yes, indeed. Let me put this over here. I just want to incorporate the rest of this really quick because there's still some that was stuck on the sides. I just want to make sure it's incorporated. I've decided I'm making a big fat artisan loaf. Yes, I am. Because I'm tired of all the stuff. It was before I ran out to get parchment paper. So that's what I'm doing. Check it out.
This ought to be interesting.
We'll see what Wendy does. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. It's my mantra. Don't fall off. If you're on the super duper sprayed silicone mask mat, you're good to go.
It's like a big thing of shaving cream.
It is.
Now for the sculpting part.
Yes, just a minute. Still a little itsy bitsy bit, teensy weensy bit in the bowl. That is hot. The oven's hot.
Cool right here.
Now,
You make a round one or a oblong one?
Well, we'll see. Gonna let the egg whites talk to me. Tell me what they want to be shaped as.
But you can make a big old sandwich out of those slices if you wanted to.
Yes, indeed. I like that, just the way that is.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Stuff here. We'll see, you guys. We will see.
This
Open
looks
up.
Good.
Here, excuse me. Reminds me of my Baked Alaska project in home economics for graduation. Okay, you guys.
Well, that was at least 10 or 15 years ago.
It says 30 minutes. But you know what?
I would do that, I guess.
I'm gonna do 25, and I'll tell you why in just a minute.
Okay.
My oven is an electric oven. I changed it from 30 minutes to 25 because when it has to sit and rest, I'm gonna let it sit and rest 5 less minutes as well. Because I think that my bagels were a little bit overcooked according to the directions. If you have a gas oven, they get cooler faster. You can regulate heat better. So I'm cooking it for 25 minutes, then I'm gonna let it rest. We'll see what happens, you guys. Yes, indeed. It's an experiment, Wendy's way. Yes, indeed. Okay, Harry, I want you to bring the bread out now. I am so excited. It is beautiful. Not the 30, and I only had it in the oven to cool for approximately 20. Careful, don't bang it. Yes, when you pick it up, put it gently. Wait, let me see. Ho, 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 yeah.
Miss something?
It's beautiful.
Where you want it, over
Don't
here or
bang
over
it.
here?
No, right there, gently. Careful. No banging. This artisan loaf is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, look out. Okay. Yeah, man.
So much easier than fighting with a pan. This mat was so sprayed. Let me tell you, it was very sprayed. But I'm gonna let it just rest gingerly.
I don't really think you needed to spray it.
Oh yeah, I did. I can feel that it needed to be. Oh, it feels like real bread. Oh my gosh. It feels like real bread. Here, I got it. You got to take a picture, Barney.
I am.
On your mark, set, go.
I know, and that.
Oh my God, you guys, this feels like real bread. Oh, I'm gonna let it just sit right there. Oh, I'm excited. I am so excited. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are back from barbecues. I am stuffed. Those big beef rib bones.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they were good. Whoo! But I am full. But I promised you bagels. So that's what we're gonna have. Now let me read this because I hand wrote this. I want to make sure, oops, my nutritional yeast. I want to make sure I have everything. Make sure I have a teaspoon. Got a teaspoon, quarter of a teaspoon, and just something to scoop stuff out with. Okay, so I am making the Keto Carnivore-ish Cries bagels. The oven is preheating at 280 degrees. You're gonna need 6 egg whites and 3 egg yolks. So here's my yolks, here's my whites. I'm gonna pour my whites right in. And then I'm gonna start measuring the rest of the stuff. So I need, in this bowl, I'm gonna do 60 grams of egg white, a little less than 60 grams. Go. 60 grams of egg whites. I'm gonna do a teaspoonful of nutritional yeast. This gives it a bready taste. So 1 teaspoon of that. 2 teaspoons of collagen powder. I'm using unflavored collagen. 1, 2,
it smells like it's burning over here.
I need a tablespoon. It's whatever melted off into the oven. It's just burning it off. I need a tablespoon of Swerve. 1 tablespoon. Swerve. One-quarter of a teaspoon of onion salt or onion powder. I have granulated onion, so I do just a little less because it's a bagel. We want it to have some flavor. 1/4 of a teaspoon of that. 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. So this is 1/4 of a teaspoon, so I'm going to do half. Like that. Maybe just a dinky winky more. And then I need a dash of salt. Remember, my salt shaker is powdered salt. And then I think we're ready to get going. So you guys, recap. 6 egg whites, 3 egg yolks. I have 60 grams of egg white protein. I have, oops, I need another one. Did I do 2 teaspoons of Bragg's? 2 teaspoons of Bragg's. 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder. 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. 2 teaspoons of collagen powder, unflavored or flavored. It depends on you, how you want to do it. And then I've got my eggs in here. I'm going to add to it, once I get it going, a teaspoon of cream of tartar. So you guys just do the same thing. You whip your whites until they are peaked, and then you start adding this in slowly. And then I'm going to share with you guys the next step. So watch with me. Let me just stir this up a little bit here, so it's all stirred in. I just find it easier to do it this way. Just stirring all my dry stuff except for the cream of tartar, which goes in with the eggs. Let me get my cream of tartar in. Doesn't matter if it falls into the dry mix because it can go into the egg whites. I just want to get some. There. So I'm turning on my eggs. is what I'm looking for again today.
Isn't it supposed to touch the bottom?
There. Hey, you guys. I'm just going to let this get whipped. We'll come back when it's ready to add the dry ingredients.
What is that?
100% pure avocado spray. From Costco, 2 for 1 at Costco. Hey, I'm putting in my dry ingredients. Now, I want to bring the handle down, bring the top off. Get all the egg white out of your beater and put it in the sink. Yes, indeed. Excuse me, dear. I want to make sure all this powder got incorporated. Looks beautiful. Now, you take a little bit of your egg yolk, just a little bit, and fold it into your batter without breaking down your egg whites. We're incorporating that nicely. The last of it. Fold it in. Be careful not to break down your egg whites. Smells like onion. Smells good. You know, that oniony bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys have 2 ways to go. If you guys have a silicone bagel ring, that's fine. I did both. I did this way and this way. Just freehand, freestyle, and I think that's what I'm doing this time. So I'm getting out just a regular old bag, Ziploc freezer bag, and I'm filling it full of my meringue. Yes, setting it in a jar would have been nice if I had a big enough open mouth jar for this, but it's good, it works. Want all the delicious meringue out of here. Look at that, that's nice. Let me move this out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. Clean up my bag on the outside. Got your bag all ready to go. Got your meringue in the corner pocket. Cut about a 1-inch triangle out of the bottom. Like that. We're ready to go. I'm gonna bring this over. Let's start building.
Freehanding it.
one was 2. Got a little goofy going here, you guys. So now, those are those free-handed style. So here we go. What I'm doing tomorrow is it's a protein sparing modified fast. I'm going to make myself a 3 egg white, 1 egg yolk, deviled egg. I'm taking my bread with me to work, and I'm going to have a little sandwich. Yes,
that's a good idea.
Yep. And then just toast this right in the toast in the oven, and it'll firm right up, and it's perfect. But you guys, it's bread, and it's nice. It tastes good. It has the consistency more of angel food cake than bread, but it tastes really good, and I'm very happy with it. Thank heavens. Let's take a peeky see down here. Can you see? I originally put the bottom rack silicone bagel donut pan in on top of a cold cookie sheet, and when the timer went off, the top rack was done, the bottom one was not at all, way, shape, or form. So we pulled out the silicone and the cookie sheet, took the cookie sheet away, put the silicone ones back in there, and now hopefully, oh my gosh, hopefully the whole thing isn't ruined and the top ones are fine and the bottom ones will catch up. I cooked them a little longer. I just turned off the oven so they can rest for 30 minutes, and we'll see. That's the best we can do. We'll see. We'll see.
As I can. And I'll try to show if the hoo-hoo hits here or not, just what it looks like.
Put it bagel time. Look at my pretty bagels. Now you guys, the other bagels are in the oven because I boo-booed. But, I don't know. I don't know how these are gonna turn out. They do much better in the refrigerator. See how nice and soft they are? Want to taste? Got a little lemony, I mean, not lemon, a little oniony flavor. Here, Harry.
Ooh, they got a little onion taste.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And if you had everything but the bagel seasoning, that would really work too. These are very fragile right out of the oven. They actually feel better the next day. So anyway, I'm gonna let those sit and cool completely. I put a paper towel in a bag and then bag them and put them in the refrigerator overnight. This morning we sliced them and had them for breakfast, didn't we, Marty? They were delicious.
Yep.
Anyway, you guys, tomorrow is a protein-sparing modified fast day. Move your body. We're going to go ahead and close out this vlog today, you guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, ring the little bell, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you right here tomorrow. Why, Sally, would you like a piece of bagel? Would. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Shake my head. She's very excited. Egg bagels.